I'm Jenna Kelly, the Associate Director for Student Affairs. On behalf of the entire Office of Student Affairs, thanks for joining us for the 2020-2021 Virtual Student Organization Awards. The intent of this program is to acknowledge the impact of the students, organizations, and advisors who all contribute to the student experience here at the College of Law through their involvement within our student organizations. It goes without saying that this was an unprecedented year. The year demanded patience, flexibility, and creativity from our student leaders, and I can confidently say that they rose to the challenge. While the year was primarily dominated by virtual events and programs, our org leaders found some silver lining in the use of online platforms. They were able to secure more geographically distant speakers who could easily hop on a Zoom meeting. They were able to easily record programs and have them more widely accessible, and they were compelled to think outside of the box and produce really innovative events. I am so proud of the work of our student organization leaders this year. Under normal circumstances, juggling academics with leadership roles and personal responsibilities is no small feat. Your ability to balance these things amidst the pandemic is truly admirable. One thing that I think everyone missed this year was the sense of community and connectedness, which is what Stetson is known for. While in-person opportunities to engage cannot be fully imitated online, the events, programs, and initiatives that you all facilitated were crucial to providing outlets for not only your peers, but for the entire Stetson community to build and maintain relationships, which has been absolutely essential during the pandemic. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize all of the tremendous work and commitment with which you have put into your respective organizations. Everyone has really stepped up this year, but we do want to take a moment today to recognize a few of the outstanding student leaders, organizations, and advisors based upon your nominations. I was impressed with both the quality and quantity of nominations this year, which is indicative of all the great work you have done. After receiving the nominations, the committee, which is represented by both administrators and students, thoroughly discussed each nominee and considered the letters of nominations and additional support. And we had some really hard decisions to make. I really hope you recognize that even to be nominated for an award is truly an accomplishment. And for that reason, I will be reading the names of all nominees. After very careful consideration, we have selected several student leaders and organizations that have set themselves apart, and we would like to honor them now. Winners will receive a certificate from the Office of Student Affairs, and the names of the winners will also be added to our leadership plaques in the Student Affairs office. Our first award is the Rising Star Award. We would like to take this opportunity to honor several people for their individual contributions to our campus community. We acknowledge these rising stars for the promise and potential they exhibit through the leadership roles they have already taken and their future leadership potential. The nominees for this category are Kyle Ridgway, Omar Hussein, Edson Abadia, Hannah Harley, Devin Mitchell, Jessica Zellett, and Bakir Konakovich. This year, we are proud to recognize two rising stars. The first is Devin Mitchell. Devin is being recognized for her work with BALSA. She has stepped up in many ways, not only for the BALSA organization, but as a leader in her 1L class, serving as an SBA rep and encouraging her classmates to get involved with the campus community. Devin volunteered to be a fill-in moderator for BALSA's Survival of the Fittest program, which is no small task. And she took a leadership role in a number of events, including BALSA's Diversity Week participation. In a letter of nomination, it was stated that Devin has truly been a force. She came into BALSA fire blazing, ready to work. Her energy has been amazing. I am so happy that BALSA has her to continue on our legacy of excellence. Congratulations, Devin. Our second rising star is Omar Hussein, who is being recognized for his leadership role as SBA treasurer. Upon meeting him, I recall being immediately impressed with Omar. He is one of the most prepared and professional students I have ever had the pleasure to work with. His ability to effectively implement procedures, communicate with different constituents, and maintain the best interest of the student organizations is admirable. Additionally, he stepped up to assist the SBA president numerous times this year on several items completely outside of his role as treasurer. Omar was also instrumental in the creation of Stetson's newest journal, the Stetson Business Law Review. I can't wait to see what the future holds for him. Congratulations to our rising stars for the impact that you have already had, and we know you'll continue to make positive contributions to the College Block community. We would also like to take a moment to recognize one of our Stetson ambassadors by presenting our Pillar of the Community Award. This award is given to a Stetson ambassador who has demonstrated the ideals of the ambassador program and has served as an excellent representative of the Stetson community. This award is voted upon and selected by the Stetson Ambassador Group. And this year's award goes to Joseph Kim. Joseph has been a dedicated ambassador and works tirelessly to support the ambassador program through his leadership, tours, and professionalism. Joseph always has a positive attitude, a quality which can be vastly underappreciated. He is incredibly friendly and personable and always displays high degrees of integrity and professionalism. He is someone who truly leads by example, and it is not surprising that his peers selected him for this award. Congratulations. Next, we will present the Student Leadership Development Committee's Leadership Legacy Award. This award was voted on by the members of the SLDC committee and is given to a student who has made sustainable contributions to the Stetson community within the context of leadership. This year's award goes to Melissa Teal. Melissa is really deserving of this award and has been a pleasure to work with this year. She has led SLDC to an impactful year. They have hosted each of their 6 planned luncheons, 2 workshops, and retreat virtually, necessitating great creativity, flexibility, and commitment. Melissa is a highly effective leader, and while she considers her leadership style to be direct and to the point, I have also found her to be much more diplomatic and empathetic than she gives herself credit for. Melissa lets her team members shine, but always takes ultimate responsibility for SLDC's programs and initiatives. She is an extremely hard worker, and I don't think I've ever heard her complain, even during extremely trying times. We are going to miss Melissa a lot, but can't wait to hear about all the great things she will surely accomplish in the future. Our next award is the SBA Legislative Representative of the Year. This award goes to a legislative representative who has been an outstanding representative of the Student Bar Association as voted upon by the members of SBA. This year's award goes to Felipe Perea. Felipe has served his role as an SBA rep with dedication and always with the best interest of the student body in mind. He has been an active member of the Legislative Council and is recognized as a leader amongst his peers. He has balanced his role within SBA with numerous other commitments, including trial team, student organizations, and the ambassador program, and his broad campus perspective has served him well in his role as a legislative rep. Congratulations, Felipe. Our next award is the SBA Executive Excellence Award and is given to a member of the Student Bar Association Executive Board who has represented the Student Bar Association with commitment, integrity, and leadership. This award was also voted on and determined by the members of the Student Bar Association. It is apparent that many people have been truly excellent this year, as there was a 3-way tie for this award. This year's award winners are Corey Roberts, Corey Foster, and Omar Hussein. Corey Roberts was an excellent SBA president to have during the course of the pandemic. His calm and thoughtful demeanor helped him navigate SBA through this unprecedented year. Corey is compassionate, warm-hearted, and does an excellent job communicating to a broad range of stakeholders. I think that everyone appreciated his composed stability this year. Corey, thanks for being such a wonderful SBA president, and you were truly a pleasure to work with. You will be missed. Corey Foster served the role of SBA vice president and was a great member of the leadership team. Corey is a natural leader and is extremely passionate, dedicated, and effective. I've always enjoyed working with Corey, and she's another one who will certainly leave a legacy here at Stetson. As previously mentioned, Omar Hussein was this year's SBA treasurer. In addition to what was said earlier about Omar, he epitomizes the role of a team player. His role, perhaps more than anyone's, was drastically affected by the lack of in-person events and programs. But rather than breeze through the year, he stepped up and assisted other members of the SBA team and took on additional responsibilities. A testament to the type of person he is. Congratulations to all 3 of our winners. We will now recognize our Student Organization Advisor of the Year. As you all know, advisors play very important roles in the achievements of our student organizations. They volunteer their time and passion to ensuring the success of our student leaders and organizations, and voluntarily take on these responsibilities. Behind our most impactful student organizations is more often than not a dedicated advisor. Thank you to all of you who serve in these roles. Our students wouldn't be where they are without you. This year, we would like to recognize Professor Rebecca Morgan as Student Organization Advisor of the Year for her work with the Elder Law Society. Professor Morgan has been a tremendous advisor. She provides guidance and support for students, utilizes her connections to bring prestigious speakers to campus, and assists with the promotion and execution of events. In a statement of support, it was said, "I cannot think of another professor who would better serve as advisor for your ELS, nor one who could possibly take more of an interest in the organization she advises than Professor Morgan." Thank you, Professor Morgan, for your dedication to our student organizations, and congratulations. We will now recognize the Student Organization Officer of the Year. This is an award for an elected or appointed officer who significantly contributed to the development of his or her student organization, and in turn, the College of Law community as a whole. The nominees for this category are Roxanne Miraji with the Immigration Law Student Association, Jennifer Rex, Lambda Legal Society, Jessica Zealot, Jewish Law Student Association, Edson Abadia, Lambda Legal Society, Ann Bailey, Antitrust and Privacy Law Organization, Morgan Dean with the Elder Law Society, Gabe Torre with the Entertainment and Sports Law Association, Huda Awan with the SBA Diversity Committee, Deja Gordon with the Black Law Student Association, Jasmine Mattier with the Black Law Student Association, and Carly Pinella with the Florida Association of Women Lawyers at Stetson. This award was tough to select, and we ultimately decided to choose one winner as well as one honorable mention. Our honorable mention goes to Jessica Zealot for incredible work with JLSA. Jessica has led the charge to really reinvigorate this organization and has secured an increase in JLSA members and has raised the profile of this group on campus. JLSA hosted a number of impactful campus events and has helped make Stetson a more optimal place for Jewish students. Jessica has tremendous follow-through, dedication, and always advocates for the best interest of her peers, all of which have resulted in a tremendous year for JLSA. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for both Jessica and JLSA. Congratulations! And now the winner of our Student Organization Officer of the Year goes to Jennifer Rex for her work with Lambda Legal Society. Jennifer served as president of the organization this year and has led the group to many significant accomplishments, including a high number of quality programs, the distribution of an organizational newsletter, and the joining of Lambda to the National LGBT Bar Association. Jennifer is truly an advocate for the population she serves, and through her work with Lambda, she has helped to initiate dialogue about important LGBT issues. She has led her team to think of new and innovative ways to highlight important topics, and has done so with a high degree of effectiveness and professionalism. Congratulations, Jennifer. Our next award is the Student Leader of the Year. The Leader of the Year is an individual who provides positive leadership to the organization and the College of Law community. The nominees for the Student Leader of the Year are Jasmine Mattier, Connor Smedberg, Edson Abadia, Noel Gonzalez, John Bartel, and Hannah Harley. And the winner of the Student Leader of the Year is Jasmine Mattier. Jasmine has a far campus reach and is the current president of BALSA, a student member of the Florida Law School Consortium for Racial Justice, a BALSA trial team member, an Amendment 4 Rights Restoration Fellow, and an in-of-court pupil. Jasmine has led the charge when it comes to initiating difficult conversations regarding diversity, equity, inclusion, and racial justice. While these are undoubtedly tough topics, Jasmine has a very open and even-handed approach, which helps create an atmosphere where open and honest dialogue is welcomed and encouraged. One of her several nominators stated that her efforts within the organization have shown greatly. She has organized programs to discuss several events that occurred this year that were detrimental to the student body of Stetson Law, regardless of whether one belongs to a minority group or not. She really stands out and deserves to be recognized for her efforts. We could not agree more. Congratulations, Jasmine. Our next award is for the Student Organization Program of the Year. This category was difficult to select as there really were so many great programs this year. The nominees for Program of the Year are Race in the Law, the Black Prosecutor, BALSA, the School to Pipeline Project, Candid Conversation, 13th Documentary Screening and Discussion with BALSA, BALSA Study Halls, Poetry in the Law, a Disability Perspective by Lambda Legal Society and Stetson Law School Disability Allied Law Student Association. Keep Raising the Bar with BALSA, Falls Women's Week, An Evening with a Holocaust Survivor hosted with the Elder Law Society, International Law Society, JLSA, and the Immigration Law Association, Survival of the Fittest with BALSA, and Roundtable Discussions with BALSA. After careful consideration, we have selected An Evening with a Holocaust Survivor as the Program of the Year. Please join me in congratulating the Elder Law Society, International Law Society, Jewish Law Student Association, and the Immigration Law Student Society for their amazing work on this event. This program is a true testament to the power of collaboration, as 4 different student organizations worked with the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum to plan and execute this event, which was attended by approximately 50 Stetson students, faculty, and staff members. The event, as poignantly described in a letter of nomination, offered a unique and vanishing opportunity for Stetson community members to interact with someone who has endured inhumanity that hopefully none of us will ever know. The survivor/speaker is a volunteer with the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington, D.C. Had it not been for the pandemic, forcing all of our events to be remote, we likely would not have thought or been able to secure such an incredible speaker and offer such a special opportunity to the Stetson community. The speaker stressed that we are the last generation who will have the opportunity to speak with a Holocaust survivor. I am so grateful we had a platform from which we could offer the Stetson community such a rare and moving opportunity, and I am delighted that so many people had the unforgettable experience of engaging with a Holocaust survivor. I couldn't agree more. Congratulations to all of the organizations who worked hard to make this event happen. And finally, that brings us to the Student Organization of the Year. We had so many deserving nominees, including the Hispanic Bar Association, the Tax Law Society, the Elder Law Society, the Black Law Student Association, Lambda Legal Society, Public Service Fellows, Association of Women Lawyers at Stetson. Each of these organizations has brought truly valuable programming to the College of Law campus and has contributed to our culture of student engagement. Actually, the committee had an incredibly difficult time selecting this year's winner, and ultimately, we decided on 1 honorable mention and 1 winner. I'd first like to recognize our honorable mention, which is Lambda Legal Society. Lambda has had a truly impressive year, from facilitating a number of impactful programs to becoming an affiliate member of the National LGBT Bar Association to creating an ongoing newsletter. The organization has been active and impactful. To note just a few of their programs, Lambda hosted programs such as Intersectionality between Disabled and LGBTQ+ Community, discussion with Robin Powell, Chill Out with Lambda Legal, an event focused on mental health, and a lobbying discussion with Nathan Broomer during Diversity Week. I've been impressed with my interactions with all members of the Lambda e-board, and I think this is a group that we're going to continue to see great things from. A faculty member who has worked closely with Lambda for years declared that this has been Lambda's most impressive year. Congratulations, Lambda. And now to the winner of our Student Organization of the Year award, BALSA. When talking about campus impact, it is impossible to deny the work of BALSA this year. The organization hosted 28 events this year. That's 28. What's even more impressive is that quality wasn't compromised for quantity. Some of their events included the Color of Law book discussion, Behind the Mask, an inside look at health and equity, which was a partnership with Advocates for Health Law, Survival of the Fittest, Candid Conversations, the 13th Documentary Screening and Discussion, a partnership with the Social Justice Advocacy Concentration, and Trivia Night. The list goes on, but the sheer volume of impactful programs is remarkable. Additionally, BALSA initiated a series of roundtable events with campus administrators designed to raise issues of representation and social justice, which challenged our community to change the status quo. What was really impressive about this initiative was that their advocacy on behalf of those beyond the BALSA organization and their true desire to advance the well-being of all underrepresented and marginalized populations, intending to better the campus as a whole. Thank you all for participating in this year's Unconventional Student Organization Awards. While the past year or so has been indisputably challenging, I am encouraged by the work of our student organizations and have high hopes for next year. To that end, I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to recognize several student organizations that were granted temporary status this year. The Stetson Law School Disability Allied Student Association, Antitrust and Privacy Law Organization, Mental Health Law Association, Stetson United, and Future Lawyers for Advocacy and Philanthropy. These organizations each fill a needed void and have already done some tremendous work. I am hopeful to work with these student groups in the future, as well as the more established organizations next year, and what will hopefully be a year that will provide some sense of normalcy, even if it's a new normal. In conclusion, it is an honor to be able to highlight just a few of you for your contributions to our Stetson community. Thanks to all of the campus partners who assist with our student organizations, and a special shout out to Stan Arthur for recording and producing this year's awards. Additionally, I'd like to acknowledge the Student Bar Association that works hard to support the efforts of our student organizations as well. And lastly, I'd like to again thank the Student Affairs staff, Dr. Hudson, Alicia Norton, Kaylee Legendry, Sarah Segrist, Catherine Pelham, Clayton Collard, and Tracy Rich with Housing for all of their continued support and dedication to our students and staff here at Stetson. I would like to congratulate all of our winners, nominees, and all those who have participated in our student organizations this year. We value your contributions and appreciate those who joined us today for our celebration. Again, congratulations. I've really enjoyed working with all of you. Thank you.